Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I had to start with this from Zero Hedge. Pro-Bitcoin lawmakers pack Congress, but partisan gridlock looms. I think a lot of things are going to get pushed through very fast in Washington because we have a pro-crypto Congress. Some things just aren't going to get passed. And I think that Bitcoin Reserve is one of them. And here's why. You have a handful of politicians that are Bitcoin bag holders that want to get this reserve done. The problem is, there's a lot of politicians, even though that they are pro-crypto, they're not going to agree with the Bitcoin Reserve. And I don't even think Trump is fully on board with the Bitcoin Reserve as well. Remember this from back in 2019? I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. Now, what is Ripple? Regulate it. That's why Trump was meeting with Ripple and having dinner with Brad Garlinghouse, because I think Ripple had to go through the process with the SEC to be fully vetted so that they could utilize XRP to fix the US dollar. I think everything that we watched for the last 4 years had to happen by design. Ripple CEO discusses the role of XRP, SOL, and USDC in US crypto reserve strategy. Here's what Brad Garlinghouse had to say. My first time, but certainly not my last, at CFC St. Moritz, joined Richard Tang and J.K. Fruit on stage to discuss the path to 1 billion crypto users, with the largest capital markets finally embracing crypto and talk of crypto strategic reserves, and I suspect rather imminent U.S. regulatory clarity. A step function change in adoption is closer than you think. Like I said, once we get a clear path forward, regulatory clarity, we will then get institutional adoption. Brad sees it coming. Brad knows the plan going forward because he had dinner with Trump and he met with Trump in the past. Take a listen to this. The reign of terror against crypto is over.
The reign of terror against crypto is over. And the beginning of innovation in America for crypto has just begun.
And like I said, they're going to choose US-made cryptocurrencies over Bitcoin. They know that there's certain cryptocurrencies that are building out a new financial system. You think these politicians are in the dark? They absolutely know the plan. They knew the plan for years, even before most people in crypto knew that the plan was unfolding. This comes from Mr. Man. Once SAB 121 has been repealed, a flood will hit all industries. Now, I expect SAB 121 to be repealed day one. Tokenized real estate, tokenized assets, trading and settlements, gaming, payment rails, supply chain, luxury goods, media. Once banks and industry are allowed to custody digital assets, a FOMO from institutions will happen. You're at the ground level watching it unfold. And the amounts that will flow through this space, multiple trillions of dollars on a daily basis. That's what's coming. Tokenization is going to pick up so much momentum throughout 2025, and so much of that value is going to end up on the XRP ledger, the Hedera network, XDC network, Stellar network. ADA. It's going to be incredible to watch happen, because this is that once in a lifetime opportunity that you took advantage of when you bought your XRP. It's going to unfold in 2025, and you are going to make a shit ton of money. Some variables change, but I was pretty close. This comes from Ripple Me This. They slowed down the momentum of Ripple, just like they were instructed to do. They took it as far as they could, and now they'll turn around to the same people who ordered them to bring the case against Ripple in the first place and say, we bought you all the time we could. You're on your own. Case will quietly settle or be dropped. You'll never hear about it again. And the SEC will attack the next competitor on their boss's list. Think I'm wrong? Gary did what he was instructed to do at the SEC. Gary knows what a security is and what isn't a security. He taught at MIT. Think about that. So he knew the plan the day he started his first day at the SEC. It was all about slowing Ripple down, slowing down XRP, because the rest of the world just was not ready yet. I don't even think the US was ready yet, but now we are. Now things are going to get real. XRP open interest was registered in 24 hours. 2 billion XRP open interest. So now we're starting to see that surge again for XRP. Like people just said, we made it through the reset on the price of XRP. Now expect an all-time high next. Some people still think we're going to be above $4 tomorrow. Think about that. That's how fast things are about to turn around for XRP. The next leg up is coming. And then from there, we will go into price discovery. And that is going to be absolutely incredible to watch unfold. It seems like XRP is controlling this cycle more than Bitcoin even. According to British Blockchain Association, there are only 14 countries in the world now with a national blockchain roadmap. I think a lot of countries are just going to go with whatever the US comes up with. Even crypto regulations. Most countries are just going to adopt whatever the US puts out there. And I think the US is going to adopt MiCA-like regulations, because regulations cannot be different going from one country to another. I always said we're going to have global stablecoin regulations, global crypto regulations. And here's Chris Larson talking about globalization. Take a listen.
Something fundamental is happening here. I think we all feel that in our bones, right? There's something very big. You're not going to have this much money, this much talent globally that's going into this space unless something really fundamental is afoot. And the way we see it is we think this really represents the final step in globalization. And I think we all know globalization has not been very popular lately. At the same time, I think we all know there's no future for our world unless we're more global, we're more interoperating more on an international basis. We've got to fix some things. Globalization is not a bad thing. We would just say it's an incomplete thing, right? It's a work in progress. And we kind of use the example of, you can't have fire without fuel, oxygen, and heat. And we think you can't have globalization that works without a global system in three key things: data, goods, and money. And the truth is we only have that today in two of those things: data and goods. We don't have it in money. So globalization is kind of a lot of potential, but it's not really delivering yet on what it could do. We've got to complete.
When he's talking about the money, he's talking about the new financial system. And the new financial system is going to be a global financial system. People think it's only going to affect people in this country or the United States or the EU. It's going to affect the entire world because the world wants a level playing field. That's why you see all these countries jumping on board with the BRICS. breaking away from the US dollar. They want a level playing field going forward. I still think the United States and BRICS are working together more than we know. And they're just going to connect everything together. And then all of a sudden, just like that, one day when you least expect it, the lights will go out. And then all of a sudden, when everything comes back online, we will have the new financial system up and running. I think it can happen like an overnight event. Other people think it's going to take some major crisis that's going to play out over like a 3 to 6 month period. And as that's going on, all over the mainstream media news, you're going to hear about bank collapses, and you're going to hear about the housing market collapsing, and all these things are going to be collapsing all at once. And then all of a sudden, they're going to have the solution, a new financial system. But I think it can transition much quicker. And I even think we're going to watch it transition quicker, because you're going to have cash and central bank digital currency, parallel systems of money. But eventually cash will disappear. But I still think you're going to have a third parallel system. And I think it's going to be the crypto system. And there's going to be a lot of people transacting in crypto, people that were smart enough to buy certain cryptocurrencies ahead of the financial shift from the traditional system into a new digital system. But it is going to be a global event. RLUSD is now recording 7x more trading volume than PayPal's stablecoin. So it looks like RLUSD is still gaining a lot of momentum. I expect so much more momentum for RLUSD. And then we have not seen the value come from that yet in the price of XRP. That is still to come. And I think we're going to start to see that over the coming months. And as that happens, just expect gradual upward movement for XRP. This comes from Uphold. Rumors have swirled about Elon Musk acquiring TikTok to avert a potential US ban. If Musk steps in, how do you think this could reshape TikTok and by extension, crypto adoption on the platform? I could see content creators on TikTok getting paid in crypto. I think it could open up a door for mass adoption of crypto as well. Well, more adoption of crypto anyway. But you know, a lot of people make their living off of TikTok in the United States. And I think the ban will most likely get delayed with Trump going to the White House on Monday. And I think this could also be looked at as another distraction. Oh, look, they're banning TikTok. Everybody looks at that instead of looking at the much bigger picture. Same thing with Bitcoin. I always said it's nothing more than a distraction. And even the way that the Bitcoin maxis spew FUD all over XRP, you could tell they're worried about XRP taking over Bitcoin at some point. And it's meant to happen because XRP is the real Bitcoin. It solves a worldwide problem. It solves that massive liquidity crisis that everyone sees coming. It's not a secret anymore. Everything is leading up to either a crash or a smooth transition into a new financial system. But you can't get caught up in the distractions. Even Trump launching that meme coin, so many people are distracted by that. Then talking about that new Liberty Fi, people are distracted by that. He's creating another system. It's not going to be RippleNet anymore or XRP. Even the Bitcoin maxis are worried about that. Oh no, he's not going to go along with the Bitcoin reserve. I don't think that's going to gain traction at all. I really don't. I think everything going forward is going to be US cryptocurrencies, made in America, make America great again, because that's how Trump always looks at things. If it doesn't benefit every single American, he's just not going to go along with it. You know, if you strengthen the US dollar, it helps every single US citizen. But I also think Trump is here to transition us into the digital financial system. Even the fact that he's talking to Z on the phone tells you this is going to be a global event. And as it plays out, you as an XRP holder, you're going to get very rich from it. And until it happens, all you got to do is sit back, do nothing, stay patient, stay positive, and we will get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.